Super 8 is the brand new movie from the minds of J.J. Abrams and Steven Spielberg. And after seeing the trailer, my first thought was, this is going to be a cross between Cloverfield and E.T. And that's exactly what I got.
Free you've set, but a special place for you in my heart I've kept. It's unfortunate, but it's too late for the other side. Caught in a chain.
Now, when I say that, I'm not saying it disappointingly, but this movie was absolutely fantastic. I liked just about every single part of it. To me, at least, I thought it was beautiful. And I'm not gonna go around the subject a little bit. I'm actually gonna get into it. So, let's start out with the plot. Nobody knew what the plot was about. I think it's ingenious. It's basically about these kids who witness a train crash, which was housing a monster, a monster, whatever you want to call it, a creature, and the creature gets loose and starts going on a rampage, killing people. And it's pretty Cloverfield-ish, where you don't get to see the creature, and you're kind of like getting little teasers, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's part of him. So, you know, pretty cool with that. And if you want to know what the creature looks like, wait till the spoiler section, because I don't want to ruin it for you. Now, the acting, I felt, was a very big part of this film. It probably made it what it is. The two big actors were Joel Courtney and Elle Fanning. They were the big parts of this movie, and they made it what it was. And I'm very happy that they did as good as they did, because they really just made this movie. And also Kyle Chandler, he did very good too. Very powerful. I'm just going to talk about those few because I don't want to get too into it. But the acting overall was just amazing. I thought it was great, especially Elle Fanning, is that her name? Especially, yeah, Elle Fanning, or Ellie? I think it's Ellie Fanning. Eli, whatever. I don't know. But she probably did the best, I think. I would nominate her for Academy Award, and overall with this movie, I would say I would nominate it for Best Picture. I'm saying winning would be a long shot, but nominating, because they have some pretty stupid shit that gets nominated, like True Grit. The hell? Inglourious Bastards. The King's Speech, you know, they have some pretty bad movies being nominated for Best Picture. And winning King's Speech. The action, I thought, was awesome. Very shaky cam. It's not handy cam, it's actually like staged, you know. But the way they film it is to where it shakes a lot, and whenever you see the monster, the screen's always shaking back and forth to where you don't get to get a look at him. I really did appreciate that. And the only thing I didn't really like about this movie, honestly, was near the end it kind of goes E.T. a little bit. And I would say near the end they actually show you up front the monster, and I was like, oh, that's a cool little glimpse. And then they keep it on screen for about 3 seconds, which 3 seconds is a pretty long time to look at a monster. So those 3 seconds, they really did change it for me. And by the end of the movie, they were just showing the monster all the time. I thought that it would have been more Cloverfield-ish, but I feel like Cloverfield wasn't as scary, though. It was the only reason Cloverfield was scary was because it was so realistic. This movie was freaky because, you know, you're in a dark city, and before you know it, out of the darkness, here comes a monster that freaking attacks a van, whatever. So, anyway, that's basically all I wanted to say about this. This movie is nearly perfect for me. I think I loved it. I think it's probably going to go down in history with me, with E.T. and Cloverfield. And I'm really happy Cloverfield mastermind J.J. Abrams and E.T. mastermind Steven Spielberg got together for this awesome collaboration. And I think it is a perfect opening Hollywood summer blockbuster. So now, guys, if you have not seen Super 8, go see it. Whatever you're doing, drop whatever you're doing, go see it right now. I don't care what you say. Go see it. Unless you want to know what the monster looks like, but go see it. No questions asked. If you watch this, well, I guess I couldn't be mad at you because it's your own decision, but anyway. Okay. First, let's get this out of the way. The monster. From what I could, when I saw Cloverfield, I was basically like gathering information on the monster, you know, and this time I kind of did get some information. The first big thing is that the monster it's like a humanoid to where it has, you know, mouth, eyes, nose, head, arms, legs, instead of just being, you know, weird. I'm gonna start with the face. The face, it has nostrils and then 2 outer nostrils right here. And you can kind of see it breathes with the outer nostrils, and the inner nostrils go in. The outer ones, you know, they let the air out, and these suck the air in. The eyes, especially during that scene where, the van scene, where you get a close-up of the eyes, and he just, like, stares at you, and then in the scene where they're in the cave when his eyes, you know, they open, and they're human eyes. Amazing. Human eyes, by the way. Those are his eyes. They're human. They're the eyes of humans, but he has a little shield that covers them, making him look scary and stuff. His mouth is basically like a spider, you know, with a little right here, you know, right there, and in between it's razor sharp teeth. I'm not gonna show you any footage because that's illegal, but you know, it's kind of like that. So that's how his mouth is. And his head is kind of like, you know, you see like his veins popping out in his bones, and the rest of it's kind of compressed, which, you know, making me think that this alien could possibly be in the same category with the Cloverfield alien. But I'll get onto the conspiracies later on in this review. Now, for its body, it has obviously 4 arms. It has, I guess does it have 4 arms? 4 or 6. I think it has 4. I wasn't paying that much attention. Off of its back, it has, you know, 4, like, Dr. Octopus, you know, basically like 4 sprouting. I think it has 2 forearms, but no, I don't think it does. And it has 2 legs and a very short tail, not too long, probably the length of its legs, not like Cloverfield long. So, that's what I gathered, especially during the scene with the bus, when you see him running around on the bus. They showed you a lot during that scene. That was the first scene that they kind of just, you know, started showing you everything. And now the last thing I really want to say is the little conspiracies I had. This monster, obviously, by the end of this movie, it was kind of easy to figure out. This movie takes place during the same time as Cloverfield. I mean, not the same time, same universe, I think. I think it does. It's not been confirmed, but more than likely it is. And this monster could possibly be related to the monster in Cloverfield. If not related, then it is the monster. That's the big thing. I think it might actually be the monster because the way it looks, and it's an alien, and it's trying to get home, and maybe it fell back, and, you know, the satellite in Cloverfield fell down and woke it up. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe it didn't get out in time. The spaceship might have crashed. I don't know. Cloverfield 2 is going to answer all these questions, so expect that review. This could be the monster's mother. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. I'll get more into that when they make Cloverfield 2 and release more information about this monster. So, anyway, yeah. Overall, the movie was amazing. I loved it. Tell me what you guys thought of it in the comments. Tell me if you were anticipating as much as I am. And by the way, this is my #1 most anticipated movie of the year. If you weren't, like, Thor, okay, Green Lantern, okay, Captain America, Transformers, those are okay. Harry Potter's up there, but not even close to #1. You know, Fast 5 was okay. This movie was #1 on my list. Source Code was up there too, Adjustment Bureau. This one was #1, and I'm happy because it was amazing. Tell me what you thought of it in the comments. It's currently 2:45 in the morning. I am tired. I have work the next day. So I'm going to go. Subscribe if you want some more reviews and news. And I guess right now that's all you need to know about Super 8.